One of my favorite segments we do on the Cowboys Report is the mailbag. I love your guys' questions. They're always great. But as we've done more and more mailbags, I realize that there are more factions out there within the Cowboys fan base that have unusual ideas around the Dallas Cowboys. So we're going to take a look at some of my favorite and more unusual ones, and we start with one that I learned about just this week. Xavier Woods over Earl Thomas. So we got a bunch of different comments from Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. We've redacted the names to protect the innocent here. All various comments that have come up about Xavier Woods. Not what I had expected, but you guys are number one because I like it when you guys have valid arguments that allow me to kind of take a different view of things. Now, I would still take Earl Thomas over Xavier Woods. I think y'all are a little bit insane for saying otherwise. But I appreciate the comments there. And again, I like Xavier Woods, and I'll mention this right now. Sunday's Cowboys Report will have an in-depth look at one Xavier Woods with highlights and film and more. But back to the Earl Thomas Xavier Woods discussion. If you guys don't want to give up Woods, let me know what you would trade for Thomas or give up in a trade for Earl Thomas. I'd still do Xavier Woods in a third-round pick. But I don't think I'm in the majority like I thought I was going to be. All right, next fan base here. It's the Bring Dez Back faction. This one more so on Facebook, I think, than YouTube or Twitter, but that's okay. A lot of different Dez Bryant comments. Some saying bring him back. He needs that second chance. And on paper, I agree. This one, by the way, I don't know what to do with it. I honestly don't know what to say about a Dez Bryant and a Terrell Owens 4-year contract. At least Zach Martin got more than a 4-year contract. Again, there's some of you guys out there. I just love you guys so much. But again, folks, let me know if you think the Cowboys should bring Dez Bryant back. And I'll make my overarching point here. It's not going to happen. The bridge has been burnt. It's been nuked from space. There's just no chance that Dez and the Cowboys will have any type of reunion. Next up is one of the ones I like as well. Sign in any insert free agent. When someone gets cut, the Cowboys should go sign him. This is more accurate in actual free agency, when the Cowboys should sign every single player out there. Sign Sammy Watkins and Dez and Antonio Gates and everyone all at once there. Once another player gets cut, I'm sure we'll get more comments. It peaked again when Michael Kendricks got cut. Some think they should sign Adrian Peterson. Whole lot of different stuff. This one was great. Sign Sean Payton because Sean Payton is a free agent coach. And we'll get to more coaches here stuff in just a little bit. But on the flip side of the whole Dez Bryant bring him back, there's also the, oh, we don't need Dez or Jason Witten. And on paper, look, guys, I really disagree with you because, yeah, Dez is inconsistent, and, yeah, Witten was slow, but they were still the Cowboys' two best weapons last year. Maybe they're better overall this year because the offensive line and ground game is better with a healthy front and Zeke back, but on paper, I think it's definitely worse. So I get why some of you guys like Dez. I think the fourth faction of don't need Dez and Witten and the bring back Dez side are on completely opposite spectrums of the Cowboys fan base there. And look, I get it. The Cowboys receiving depth chart, it's bad. It's bad, guys. Like, come on. Like, I know that Dez isn't going to come back, but I still think it was a mistake for cutting Dez in the first place. And a tight end, look, guys, this is the worst tight end depth chart in the entire NFL. The Cowboys were not prepared for Witten to leave, no matter what you guys say. Folks, today's show is brought to you by The Guild. Visit stayguild.com for 15% off your next stay. Kind of like a luxury Airbnb. Don't play the Airbnb roulette game anymore with the bad bed. Just go to stayguild.com and then use that promo code for 15% off your next stay. All right, next up, this one has kind of died down a little bit in terms of Cowboys fan base faction. It's the Rico hype machine, and some of these comments, I think we've all kind of settled down a little bit about Rico, at least from what I've seen in the comments section. Some of these comments are a little bit older, and they get out there. Now, yes, I agree. If he learns to block, he'll be a great tight end. Some of you guys do think he's the future. Some of you think he could be better than Gronk. Some of you think he'll get 80 catches. Some of them think he's already better than Gronk. Some think he's already a beast. And it's just kind of weird to me because I've never seen so much hype around a player who has never played in a regular season game and was a 6th-round pick. No, Rico is not as good as Jason Witten. Witten is arguably the best in NFL history. Maybe not. Maybe he's at least top 3, though. So the hype train, I get it. The upside is still there. But you Rico Gathers truthers out there, I love you. Never change. But wow, some of you people are just a little overboard, I think. I think a little bit of overvaluing the players there. All right, number 6. The Hire Jimmy Johnson Brigade. Yes, I love this one. This guy, by the way, also threw out Marvin Lewis, which, no, terrible idea. And then every time we mention firing Jason Garrett or other Cowboys coaches or other coaches the Cowboys should consider, there's always at least one, it's always a different one too, who says bring back Jimmy Johnson. Which, guys, this is just insane. He hasn't coached in this century. Why do you want to bring him back? It doesn't make sense to hire a 74-year-old coach who hasn't coached in over 18 years. I love what Jimmy Johnson did. It doesn't make any sense to bring him back, though. Next up, the Hire Romo Brigade, be it for the quarterback's coach or the OC or the head coach in and of itself. Romo's never been a coach in the NFL, and this next one, by the way, was my favorite. If you can't get Romo, just go hire Bill Belichick. Again, all these comments were presented unedited, so typos and all are indeed accurate. I just don't get it, guys. I love Tony Romo. I was a Romo apologist for years. I swear, once he left, everyone loves Tony now. All of a sudden, now that he's gone, Romo is the guy for the Cowboys. And I agree, because I love Tony. He's my all-time favorite quarterback. Not the most talented, but just the one that I love the most. But he's never been a coach. Why should you hire Tony Romo as the next Cowboys head coach? And I'll let you guys go on your Romo or your Witten soapboxes or your Jimmy Johnson ones. If Garrett gets fired, let me know in the comment section who you guys want as the next head coach. One last Cowboy faction, and this one, I actually don't like you guys at all. You and I have issues here. This is the Cooper Rush or Mike White is better than Dak Prescott. And it just doesn't make sense. I know that there's some doubt about if Dak is a franchise quarterback, but come on, guys. This is Mike White and Cooper Rush. Like, Cooper Rush was an undrafted free agent. He's not going to be the next Tony Romo. Mike White has some upside, but Dak Prescott is the franchise quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. At least as of right now. Maybe he's not the guy long term, but it's not going to be Rush or White. Dak is the guy the Cowboys are going to give the shot to. It's just stunning to me how quickly we've turned on Dak Prescott. We loved him in his first year, misses Tyron Smith, misses Zeke, has some bad games, and now all of a sudden we flipped on Dak Prescott. At least some of you guys have. I get that there's some room for improvement with Dak, but he's going to be a third-year quarterback. And among third-year quarterbacks, Dak has looked pretty damn good. So I do think Dak is going to be the franchise guy for the Cowboys. I get that there's some debate, but folks, it's Dak, a big space, and then everybody else among quarterbacks for the Dallas Cowboys. Dak is the guy at quarterback. They're not going to give Rush a chance. They're not going to give White a chance because they're just not as good as Prescott is. Now, maybe if there's an injury, we can have that discussion, but as of right now, Dak is the guy. All right, folks, so again, get your comments in the comment section for our next mailbag. We love to do it, and then there's always some good questions as well, so keep those comments flowing. And again, thank you all for watching. Follow me on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney for some more Cowboys coverage as well. And if you guys missed anything, don't worry, we'll play it again here in just a second.